Hello, this is Grillenheimer. I was just thinking about this, and I've been seeing a lot of this stuff in various news outlets that's going on right now, and what this is all stemming from. And it comes down to hate, which I abhor. I don't agree with hate. I don't like hating anything, anybody. I don't. It is a four-letter word, but I don't treat it as such. But maybe we should. As parents, we have tried to stem our own kids at a young age from even saying the word hate. Now, and then I got to thinking. I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube, and I never knew my great grandfather, but my grandfather. I had a wonderful relationship with my grandfather. We did a lot of stuff together, and what he was the liaison between me and his father, my great grandfather. That's very important. It's important to all of us because we need to be using our adults, our grandfathers, to understand our forebears and where we come from. Because where I came from, we came from the wrong side of the tracks. We had to work our way up. We wanted to be a part of America. We wanted to be a part of this because my great grandfather wanted to get the heck out of Dodge from where he came from. This is where he wanted to be. He was following his parents who fled first before World War One. They saw the writing on the walls. His parents did. They came here. He followed and found them. Without getting too personal, which I already have. But my great grandfather had a saying: don't believe anything you hear and half of what you see. And I think this is something every one of us can take away from this. I hope you learn something from this. And it also goes to show something else. My great grandfather was slightly shorter than me, and I'm a short guy. My grandfather was pretty tall. So when he grew up and he was a teenager, he ended up towering over his own dad. He was one out of 8 kids. From what I understand, my great grandfather was feisty. He could be mean. His discipline was harsh. You did not cross this man. He died about in the late 50s or so, when my dad was a toddler, or maybe 10. Not toddler. I mean, he was. My dad was very young when his own grandfather passed. So some things to think about here. And what is the takeaway from this? Okay, I just said that my great grandfather was short, had a very sharp personality, had a very decisive personality. He was normally the one in charge. More on that maybe in another video, because he didn't wear the pants in the family, but he did wear the pants in the family. He and his wife worked hand in hand as disciplinarians, from what I understood. And he was not the person that drove the car in America. He worked on it, but he was not allowed to drive it. Okay. You didn't cross him, even if you were looking down at him, because he was short stature. He was in charge. My grandfather had full trust in him, full faith in him, full love in him, for him. All these things. Fear of his dad, fear, love, trust. What is that? That is a love that is so binding, something strong, a love for authority, for following authority. It's what a lot of our kids are missing right now. Don't believe anything you hear and half of what you see. That's a biggest takeaway that we can take from something a man said of my ancestor, which could have been a common saying 100 years ago. that we can take and use and apply it today. Today. So if you're watching a lot of the mainstream media stuff, don't believe it. Don't believe the polls. Don't believe some of the stuff they're showing you and telling you. They're missing out on a lot of the lead up, on a lot of the build up, a lot of the hows and whys. They're just showing you what they want to show to incite you to anger. They've been doing that for years, especially if you're younger than 30. Trust me, they've been doing this for years. So, and that's why I won't get into that politics. Let me just center I'm a great grandfather. So, that's all I've got right now. Don't believe anything you hear and half of what you see. Definitely wanted to grill and Heimer this in a very robust way and in a very real way, that I don't care what you look like. I don't care what color you are. You can learn from this. And you can take that to the bank. Have a blessed day. Remember, you are loved from an authority you may or may not recognize. You are loved from your parents, whether you think they love you or not. More people are supporting us than we realize. Never forget that. And with that, thanks for watching. I hope you come back next time, hopefully with more Wave 5 Transformer stuff and less political stuff. But my blood has been boiling. I've had to get this out. Because life matters. We all matter. People came to this country for a reason. Think East Berlin. Think Japan after World War II. We've been a mixed salad bowl for more than just a couple of decades. We'll see you next time. And remember, you are loved. Thanks for watching.